Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stony Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to the farm. It's another beautiful day here in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and we got our second frost of the year last night. So the temperatures dropped well below 30 degrees last night and we got frost. That means that this mess has got to come down. The garden is kaput for the year. So I've got a couple friends coming to visit me, a couple other YouTubers. You're gonna have a good time. We'll meet these guys. We're gonna put them to work here on the farm. I told them if you're gonna come visit, we got work to do, man. So we're gonna have some fun, getting the work done, playing with some new tools, working in the woods, working in the garden, and having a good time. All right? Woo! Stony Ridge Farm, Stony Ridge, Stony Ridge Farm. Woo! Cockaburs everywhere. Man, it's chilly. My nose is running. Guys, I told you we were going to be using a cool new tool. We're going to be using the big tool rack today to haul around our tools and all of our fence posts and all that stuff. So it's going to be a good time. I actually have some shiitake mushrooms in here in the shop drying. I need a bigger shop. Look at all this stuff everywhere. Let's open up those real quick. Whoo, shiitakes. Probably got another 8 hours of drying to do on those guys, and then we can store them indefinitely in jars. That's what we do. We've got some shiitake mushrooms growing on the other side of the farm. When we get a cold snap like this and it's rainy, the shiitakes start coming in droves. So we probably picked another 5-gallon bucket of shiitake mushrooms, enough to last us for the whole year. So I've had this tool rack for probably a month here in the garage. We finally got it put together. It takes about 2.5 hours to put together. Me and Mrs. Stony Ridge kind of tag teamed it. This is a tool rack that basically takes your tractor and turns it into a UTV, and it's got tons of storage for different types of tools, chainsaws, hammers, whatever you want to store on it, you can store on it, and it's like the bed of a little pickup truck. Pretty cool. We're gonna hook it up to the Massey Ferguson 240 tractor since we don't have the John Deere. Now this thing's pretty cool. It can be an extension of your bed on your UTV. In other words, I've got a 2-inch receiver. I can also hook to the rear of this machine or to the front of this machine. It's a really versatile tool. It's gonna be a good time. You'll see it a lot more here on the farm. We're gonna be working with Big Tool Rack, and hopefully we'll be working with Kubota soon. That'd be pretty awesome. So what we've got to do is hook this up via the 3-point to the 240 tractor. So I'm gonna run up and get it. I gotta drop the broadcast spreader off of it. So this is the first time I've hooked this up to the tractor. This tool hasn't even made Tool Tuesday yet. We'll do a full-on feature of this tool on Tool Tuesday. Today we're just going to work with it a little bit. All you got to do to hook it up to the tractor, it rolls. So we put it in the shop here, and you can store all your tools on it, but it rolls. Basically we'll roll it into position, slide it onto our 3-point, slide on, drop our pin. Go in here and grab our top link, which is fairly extended, and I've got the old pin in here. Get rid of that, and pop this pin out, slide it into place. Man, doesn't go like that every time. Okay, so here's what this critter is. It's a big old truck bed, basically, for using on the back of your tractor, effectively turning your tractor into a UTV. I cannot wait to put this on the back of the Kubota. Now, tailgate right here, I think is rated for 100 pounds. I am 280 pounds. Check this out. Check that out. That thing is tough, dude. Totally tough. Me and my wife both stood on that. That's just the tailgate. Awesome. Again, we'll have a total review on this thing on a Tool Tuesday here in the very near future. If I can get a coupon code from these guys, I'll post it down in the video description. There will be a link in the video description for you. We have to raise these wheels up, tuck them away, and get busy with it. Rad. Since we're having guests over, we're gonna have more than 2 people on the Kubota. I'm gonna show you how this thing transforms. So you pull a pin right here, and there's another one right on the other side. Hold that guy in, hold the bed, back of the bed down, and bring it up, just like this. Easily done by one person. Okay, now there's a handle right here. We'll release. This is really cool, guys. This is why we bought this machine. You got a handle right here, you release. Actually, there's a little rubber tab right here. We'll grab this handle, release, drop. Come on. Don't make me out to be a bad guy. And then we'll fold our seat over, and now we have 4 seats, or actually 5 seats, where we only had 2 seats before. Pretty cool. That's the Kubota X1140. It has been awesome, really, really awesome. We're gonna do a comparison before we get rid of the Gator. We've got a John Deere Gator 825i. We wanted more of a farm machine, more of a workhorse machine, and this one foots the bill. The bed's a little bit bigger, and it's got some other cool details, and we'll talk about all that when we do the review, the comparison. All right, we're gonna go load up the chainsaw and everything on this. What we're doing is pulling a lot of fence posts up. We're putting a lot of tomato cages in here, and then I'm gonna take these boys over in the woods. They already said they wanna work, they wanna have some fun here, so what good is a visit to a place like this without getting your hands dirty? Should be a fun time. Favorite gas can of all time right here. This is a chainsaw gas can. Best Christmas idea for your outdoorsman ever. I'll post a link down in the video description. It has oil in this side, fuel, mixed fuel in this side, and a little toolbox built in. Awesome, awesome gas can. Our safety gear for running the chainsaw, and we're also probably going to use our Stihl MS-170 a little bit today and our Husky 460 Rancher. Far so good, man. First time using this. Also, these are little, what I call miniature fuel containers. So if you want to mix up some fuel and have it on here all the time, you can just load this guy up, or you can just leave all your saws right on it, push it back in the corner of your shop when you're ready to go outside and work. Hook to it. I'm impressed. This thing's pretty awesome. In case you didn't notice, this is one of them there true farm vlogs. What we've got here over at the honeybees is a serious problem. Wax moths got in here and destroyed this hive. It fell over. This hive right here, all these hives were very, very vigorous. I mean, they were growing like crazy. This hive is done. There's a bunch of bees that have not survived, and I have not robbed honey from them. I haven't done anything to disturb them at all, really. They are just dying. Beekeeping is and has been a good, fun hobby to enjoy, but a money loser, man. Everybody loves fresh honey. I love fresh honey. I love farm honey. But that, it's a losing enterprise, man. Totally.
Good dog. Good dog. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy.
Dude, what is that thing? This thing is a monster. Holy cow, man. Look at this vehicle coming up the road. It's a school bus on steroids.
Open up!
Hey, dude!
You got any kids in there?
I have your mail. We almost ran it over.
Run over the mail. All right, guys, these are the guests that we're having here on the farm. This is Prepstetter Bob,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
With the Self-Reliant Roadshow, and that's what we'll be speaking at in a couple weeks on the 16th. So hope to see you there. Now, everybody introduce themselves.
I'm Prepstetter Bob. We're the Self-Reliant Roadshow. This is my better half, Mrs. B.
And I'm Sam from Green Acre Homestead, based in the mountains of western North Carolina, where we raise sheep, do a lot of crazy stuff on 1 acre.
We're gonna put these guys to work, man, pulling fence posts. Woo! So you guys have been living in this? It's an old school bus, right?
2007 International, we converted it into a motor home for under $2,000.
Nice. So guys, we will go inside there at the end of the video, so stick around to the end. We're gonna go inside here and check it out. I can already see a little bit of furniture and stuff in there, so I'm curious as to what they've been going to the bathroom in. First things first is we go for the farm tour and then we put them to work. So it's not all work, it's some pleasure, right?
Absolutely.
Let's fire it up and go. Well, let's not. So we're getting all prepped up here, and basically all we're gonna do is pull all this stuff down the garden. It won't take very long. My deer fence is fenced around where we used to have some grapevines out here, and the grapevines did not work out. So the deer like the grapevines more than the grapevines like growing right there. So what we're gonna do is pull some fence posts, and we're gonna clean this up and stack all the stuff up right here, and we'll get you a little time lapse. All right?
Free labor.
Free labor. Woo! Free labor.
Mom, if you're watching, come get me. He's putting me to work.
Guys, it sure is nice to have some good farm help here.
You know how you can tell somebody's a farm boy? When you smell free labor, you take advantage of it.
I don't know about free labor. There's no cover charge here.
That's right.
Good stuff. So this is what we use for trellises here on the garden. This was tomato trellis. So that's what this is. This is the paneling that you put in where you this goes under concrete. So in other words, it's like concrete forms to hold concrete together. Pretty cool. Instead of rebar, you use this. These cost about $6 a pop, and they last forever. The welds hold up. They're great for doing trellis work. We'll show you again this spring. All right? We're also pulling posts. We're gonna have a "How Big a Man Are You" contest in a minute.
Right. Bring it on.
Get that post. Ooh. Oh, look at that.
Ladies,
Look at that. See, Mrs. Stony Ridge can't help me do this because she's got a broken arm, so it's nice to have somebody to help. So guys, we got a pile. Look at all that. Man, we got like 2 hours worth of work done in like 20 minutes for me,
yeah.
so I want to thank you a lot. We're going to send some people to your channel now. It's Green Acre Homesteads, right?
Yeah, 1 acre.
1 acre. Awesome. And Prepstetter Bob's channel?
Prepstetter Bob, and then the second channel is the Self-Reliant Roadshow.
Self-Reliant Roadshow, and that's what we'll be speaking at. Good times. Got a little more work to go. We're gonna take this fence down. This stuff goes up and down really, really easy, and I only knocked it in the ground just about to where the spade is on the T-post, so it all should come up really easily. I set this up so to be modular. We have a Premier One fence controller right here, solar fence controller. It is charged, it's energized. If I turn it on, it will pop, pop, pop. And that kept the deers out of the corn garden. This was our corn garden for the year this year, and we planted Silver Queen sweet corn. And I just happened to notice a nice big dead oak right over top of my barn. Super cool. Let's get busy. Let's get to work. Oh, no ground rod. This is pretty cool. This is how the IntelliShock works. It's IntelliShock 60. The ground rod is actually the stake that you hold it on there with. Pretty cool. Guys, as much as I hate to say it, the stuff is brittle, it's falling apart, and we're gonna get rid of it. We're gonna end up throwing it away. I hate to throw this stuff away. It's expensive. It works, it keeps the deer out. The deer fence totally worked for the garden up here. We did have a bad turnout on the garden, and we'll talk about that later. We're gonna redo this, and we're gonna mow it here soon with the Big Mow. It's a 0-turn brush hog. Let me show you real quick. So here is, it's a Swisher Big Mow brush cutting deck, and we'll have that on the Swisher Big Mow pretty soon. You probably haven't even seen that video yet. You better check it out. Woo! Guys, you gotta go check out Sam's channel, because, and your channel is 1 Acre Homestead?
Green Acre.
Green Acre Homestead. Me and him just shared a male bonding experience with persimmons. A very friendly, not so friendly experience. So he got a sweet persimmon. He got a sweet persimmon at first. I got a sweet persimmon at first, and then I got a sour one. Ooh.
Bad.
You like
Bad.
it?
Minutes later, it's
Oh, it's on your teeth.
Oh yeah.
That's the bitterest fruit on the planet. Oh my God. Bob knew better.
No. Experience matters, people.
See how hard we're working? So guys, let me tell you, Bob and Sam and Mrs. B have to get on the road here, so we're not gonna get the chainsaw out, which it's kind of a bummer, but that leads into some future videos. We've got a lot of clearing to do. We're gonna grab the big tool rack, we're gonna take the Massey down in the woods, and we've got a bunch of trees down and a bunch of area to clean up, so we're gonna be doing that. And we'll take the Ventrac with the stump grinder, grind the stumps, and have a good time together. So guys, for now, I wanna say goodbye. This was a true farm vlog here on the Stony Ridge Farm. We're getting some work done, having some fun, and sharing making memories the first time with a persimmon. So don't forget to check us out on, I'm gonna let Bob do his spiel here.
Hey, Prepsteader Bob is where we do our DIY videos, and the Self-Reliant Roadshow is where we take our time, our tools, and our talents and share them with farmers, ranchers, homesteaders all across America.
This November 16th, right?
November 16th.
November 16th.
From 9 to 2.
From 9 to 2. We'll be there in Burnsville, North Carolina, near Asheville, North
Just north of
Carolina.
Asheville.
Yep. And we'll be there speaking, having a good time. So it'll be good. It'll be awesome. Hope to see you there. Thanks a lot, guys. We appreciate you guys coming and helping out and introduce you to some fun people, guys. See you next time on the Stony Ridge. Woo! Come on, come on. Woo! There we
I
go.
want to do the chicken one.
Oh, the chicken.
Yeah, there you go.
See you guys. All right, guys, I told you we'd give you a quick tour of the Self-Reliant Roadshow bus. So get ready, here it comes.
Hey, y'all. Come on in.
Watch your step.
Basically, we took a 2007 International bus for the roadshow. Instead of buying a big expensive motorhome, our sponsor is Quality Bus and Truck Parts in Minnesota. Thanks, Derek and the guys. Basically, what we did is gutted it, put in laminate floor, full-size couch, made all my kitchen table and everything else, there's storage underneath. We do all of our YouTube videos, are all rendered here. Full-size propane stove, full kitchen sink, refrigerator, composting toilet, so I didn't have to do a bunch of extra tanks, and then a queen-size bed in the back.
This thing's pretty cool. I'm not so sure I could talk Mrs. Stony Ridge into doing this, but maybe. I've got an uncle that's got an old church bus. Maybe we need to get on this, man. Be awesome.